Oh, baby.
Stop intimidating me on the video, okay? Well, that was awkward. Anyways. How's it going, everyone?
Hey, how are you?
Well, this is the
week 5.
week five recap
Recap.
of our crazy first tour. So, we left Tampa.
Yeah, we did last week, as you saw in the video, we did Tampa Pride Fest, which was awesome.
That was great.
And that's like one of the few gigs we actually had to leave straight afterwards because of our schedule and traveling. Because the next weekend we had to be in California.
Yeah.
So we hit the road. And we made it about halfway up to Savannah, Georgia, just to spend the night and stop because our flight was out of DC. And then the next day when we left, I made you drive through Savannah.
Which is gorgeous. You know, I'd been there before, but Carmen had never been. It's just gorgeous. If you know those, quintessential south of the moss kind of dripping from the trees.
It looks like Disneyland.
It does. It looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like every tree
Arr.
looks like some person at Disneyland, like a set creator, just perfectly hung and colored every piece of.
I think
it is amazing.
And there's a big pirate history there. You kind of feel like a pirate when you're Arr.
You just like the R.
Arr, Savannah.
You just have a thing for pirates. So anyway, here's what Savannah looks like. After that, we just drove all day. It was another long drive, which you've seen a lot of on this
Slow
videos.
drive. People on the East Coast drive slowly. It's
There was
kind of strange.
traffic for no reason.
It's like 55 miles an hour everywhere. I don't know what's up with that. And the toll roads? Oh my god.
Holy toll roads, East Coast. It's worse though between DC and New York. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
This part
Well,
wasn't as bad, but it was just traffic, and there's nowhere else to go.
Nope.
But that was an eventful. That was an eventful drive. We're in the middle of South Carolina, and we've been sitting in traffic for 45 minutes. I don't know why. Let's see. Nala has thrown up. It's a great start.
I think she's
gonna
start. No, she's gonna throw up again. Oh,
she's not. No.
Yes, she is. Oh.
Did she really?
She did. Poor thing. Oh no.
You gotta be shitting me. She really just threw up again? She's shaking.
She's not sure what's going on with her little body. Oh, she's okay. I got it. So she's fine.
Baby girl, want some water? Want some agua? No, she's not drinking water.
I was looking at her. She wasn't looking right. She was like.
Oh. Why don't we just put one down there? Because that seems to be her throw-up spot. Over by you.
Over by me?
I'll keep driving for a while. She's never thrown up.
Holy shit, the traffic is releasing.
Here's the thing, I haven't seen any construction yet, though.
No, it's all
I
bullshit.
guess he's saying it's been construction for...
No, they totally do this to us. They just pretend there's traffic. It's very similar to the one dude in New York when he made everybody cross that bridge. Remember? What's his name?
Chris Christie, and that was New Jersey.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, shit, rear end. Oh, that was close. Did you see that rear end?
Is she okay?
That was almost as big as Kim Kardashian's. Oh.
Where do you come up with these?
She's okay though. She's okay now.
Fine. It was just.
Okay.
I think it was just car sickness.
Yeah.
But it was
car sickness.
It was one of those I've been sick quite a bit on this trip, the first month.
I mean, I'm sick of the car, which is a different thing.
That's different. You started to get sick in Tampa, so you were under the weather. I was quasi under the weather, but
it was brutal actually.
And then we have Nala throwing up, and we're sitting in traffic for 2 hours in the middle of North Carolina or South Carolina or something. Yeah. It was just hard. It was a rough drive, That's just the way it goes. But when we got to DC, we checked into this really nice hotel. That was nice. Nice little boutique hotel. That was cool. I love driving in DC.
Oh yeah, it's great. And Carmen, she's got this whole thing down on DC, all the locations and the spots, and she's giving me the tour.
Okay, I looked at my iPhone maps and knew what buildings they were.
Totally.
I lived in DC for a brief stint, and it's I love that city. It's one of my favorite cities. If you're on the cusp of history, when you're there, and you feel that. And these huge agencies that you hear about that literally are writing history in the moment. You know what I
politics,
mean?
you know.
These huge histories like the World Bank and the IMF and the OAS and the White House and Congress and what?
No, you love politics. It's great.
What's wrong with it? It shapes our lives. And like
it is
a
cool.
few tiny square miles of each other, all of these things are located. All of the buildings that house this activity that shape our lives unknowingly.
Yeah.
And all these systems
it is cool.
we have in place are like right there. Okay, sorry, I just nerded out on DC.
Let's give it a hard time.
Anyway, you liked my tour. I gave him a tour.
I loved the tour. The tour was great. It was awesome.
We took the tour and we condensed it down for you in 45 seconds. So here is the tour that I gave Nick of DC.
Next morning we woke up and we hopped on a flight to LA, Los Angeles. So it's cool, you know, we have both our family there, so it was great to be back in LA.
Yeah, it was. It's like our second home.
And we had a killer show at Greystone Manor.
Greystone Manor. So Fresh Fridays was an awesome, awesome promoted event that night.
In WeHo, otherwise known as West Hollywood. Beautiful.
It was really pretty.
It was rocking. And Casey Alba, who actually remixed our first single, It Feels So Good.
Our very, very first single ever.
Was DJing that night.
And it was his birthday.
His
so I
birthday.
got to give him a big shout out. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
it was great.
And they did a confetti cannon at the end of our set, and it was just cool.
I love it when they do it.
I know, it's really cool.
It's so fun. Who doesn't love confetti?
And then the next night, I have to say, was stellar. For me, it was just a great show. And we went down to San Diego and we played Riches. Killer video wall.
Yeah, they have a great video wall.
Yeah, that was, in fact...
That thing's insane.
Hey, shout out to AJ, the sound guy. That kid knew what he was doing. And he also, because he did such a great job on that video wall there, he generated some graphics for us for our video wall.
Thank you.
Thanks, AJ.
That was a great stage. That was great lighting. Obviously, it was great music. It was a great crowd that night. That was awesome.
I think you had ankle grabbers that night.
I had ankle grabbers.
Yeah, she had ankle grabbers.
I had ankle grabbers and people taking selfies with me while I was singing.
Which is great.
It was great.
Which
it was like my
challenging.
first little rock star moment.
It was good.
It was awesome. And then, God, that was that weekend. And then we had to
That's it.
We drove back to LA.
Did a little bit of sightseeing.
And
went to
then,
the ocean. Had some gelato. Remember the gelato?
Oh yeah, we did.
Laguna Beach.
Yeah, Laguna.
That's it for that one.
Right after San Diego, we kind of had to like turn around and bank it back to the East Coast because we had a really, really busy week the following week, which you'll find all about. You'll find out all about. How do you say it? About? All about?
Which you'll find out all about.
Which you'll find out all about.
That
in
sounds
the next
kind of
video.
weird. It says in week 6.
Week 6.
6. As long as it's a good
So
one.
lots of fun to come.
All right,
There you
guys.
go.
See ya.